very good afternoon and welcome to Europe News presented by Desi Teacher in Europe. So today's news is all about why Hungary and Turkey continuing to prevent Sweden and Finland from joining NATO. Yes, so 28 of 30 NATO countries have approved the treaty amendments in their parliaments for Finland and Sweden joining NATO. Moreover, most of them have already sent the necessary papers to Washington, D.C. However, despite a flurry of recent diplomatic actions, Hungary and Turkey are trying to interrupt the processing. Let us understand the reasons why these two countries are trying to put obstacles for Nordic nations. First, let us discuss about the Hungary. So first of all, Hungary is the most pro-Turkey EU member state. It has supported Erdogan on a number of occasions in favor of Turkish EU membership. Moreover, Hungary has emphasized that Turkey's worries regarding Swedish and Finnish NATO membership should be taken into account. Hungary's isolation within EU is another important factor, and this is the right time for Hungary to get some negotiation with EU. We know that there are some conflicts between EU and Hungary due to non-democratic behavior of Hungary and new deal with Russia to buy the gas. So this could be one of the reasons. Moreover, Viktor's government is the most Russian-friendly government in the EU, and we cannot leave the possibility of Russian influence from the back door. So this is the golden opportunity for the Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orban to negotiate with EU and to bring them on the table. What about Turkey? So we have discussed many times basically about the reasons why Turkey is not signing in the treaty. The case of Turkey is not as simpler or straightforward as of Hungary. So if you remember, in an early April, phone discussions between the Finnish President Sauli Niinisto and Turkish President Erdogan, the Turkey had indicated their support for the NATO membership aspiration, and the Finns had been given assurances that there wouldn't be any issues. So in his tweet on April 4, the Finnish President Sauli Niinisto mentioned a positive phone call with the President of Turkey. I thanked President Erdogan for his efforts for peace in Ukraine. Turkey supports Finland's objectives. So after this tweet, we all were thinking like all is going quite well in the right direction, and there will be no more obstacles for Finland and Sweden joining NATO. But a month later, Turkey had reversed course and cited a long list of objections to the two Nordic countries' membership in NATO, including alleged backing for organizations that Ankara views as terrorist organizations. So one of the reasons, as per Turkey's thoughts, is the terrorist organizations. So if you remember my previous video regarding this, the organizations and the people what Turkey thinks are terrorists, because Turkey already banned those people and the organizations in Turkey, and organization and people what Turkey thinks are in Finland and Sweden, and they are now continuing their activities, terrorist activities behind the scenes, and they are responsible to have the bombing and other terrorist activities in Turkey. So this is what Turkey thinks. However, Finland and Sweden already mentioned they have done whatever they wanted to as per the discussion between the Turkey, Finland and Sweden. Well, there are other reasons as well. So Turkey is still waiting for approval to purchase US F-16 jets, and they may be trying to exploit the NATO decision involving Finland and Sweden as a method to put pressure on the Americans in order to get approval for a deal. So, Turkey is adamantly attempting to maintain its balancing posture between the West and Russia. It is difficult to avoid the conclusion that the nation's foreign policy allies are very uncertain about whether supporting NATO expansion will ultimately be in Turkey's best interest. So, what is now? Ministers and officials in Helsinki and Stockholm will likely feel a little frustrated behind the scene because they believe NATO membership has brought them so far and so quickly, only to be stopped at the very last barrier. When it comes to the membership of Finland and Sweden in NATO, Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orban is merely following the Turkish lead. Hungary is unlikely to shift either as long as Erdogan keeps saying that he will continue to oppose their admission as he did a few days ago. What would be the final outcome of all these things? Turkey specialist Tony Alaranta said that Turkey will eventually approve Finland's and Sweden membership. There is no other option for them. They are just trying to get as much as possible in this process. It might simply be a matter of time and leverage. This is all from the Europe news presented by Desi Teacher in Europe. So I hope you have got all the information in this case, and I will come up with the other videos regarding other political matters and what is going on in Europe and the world. So thank you very much for connecting Desi Teacher in Europe and Europe News. See you in the next video. Have a good day.